The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Nobody's listening, no. Nobody's listening, no. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody's listening, no. Nobody's listening. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody wants to hear them speak. Nobody wants to hear them speak.
Thank you for downloading, streaming, or this
heavy.
is not listening
How
podcast. That is not podcast. I'm not going to start that again. Whatever. I'm Adam.
I'm definitely not Adam.
I'm Neo.
Oh, yeah.
You're not
Today's-
Mr. Anderson.
Oh, I calm down because we've got to start the show first, right? We're going to be talking about the Matrix.
Yeah, it's a
Or-
mathematical thing where you've got all these little brackets. With
Or
these
are
nine
we
numbers
going to
in
be
it.
talking about the Matrix?
Isn't
Maybe.
that Sudoku?
No. That's where you put 9 numbers in each box. If you actually do matrix maths, then it's how to multiply out brackets with lots of
I'm sure we've
numbers
had this
in.
conversation before.
Oh, or have we? Hang on, this makes... Anyway. So give us a tweet, Parker Podcast, Not Listening Pod, or go to the website www.notlistening.co.uk.
I'm sure we've had this conversation before.
Deja vu.
Or have we?
Or have we?
Thank you, Adam. Keep up.
Let's just go.
Hashtag not listening.
Tell you what, I watched quite an old film now last night.
Can we guess? Can we guess who it is first?
Yeah.
An old film.
Do you want 10 questions or a couple of questions so you can actually get?
No, it's only an
an
half
Was
hour.
it the My Little Pony movie?
No, I haven't seen that yet. Is it any good?
That's a no then.
A classic of our times.
Was it Nosferatu?
No,
Okay, so it's not that old.
don't even know what that is. No, it's not. It's not that old. It's
A Charlie Chaplin
I
movie?
can't remember. No. Oh, it's fairly modern.
Right, so what, Batman Begins?
It's after that.
After that? No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. It's before that.
That ruins the fact that I didn't know what you were going to say, doesn't it?
I have no idea when Batman Begins was, or even when this film was.
Let's say it was after, for example, The Matrix.
No, it is the Matrix.
Let's say then it is 1999 because that's exactly when it came out.
Okay, all right then.
And it
It's
used to be the cost of a
1999.
pair of Dr. Martens boots back when the Young Ones was on.
Dr. Martens boots. Matrix Ash.
Yes, the Matrix. It's
I love
actually-
the way you're holding that microphone. I love
Well,
it.
that's because I'm sitting in between you two, and I've got to sit so close to the mic now that I have to turn my head, and the mic has to go with me.
It's
and I feel
stuck
like a
to your
complete
chin.
dick.
You know, this is for visual for people out there because it's audio. Me and Will, we have the mics on a stand in front of us and we just talk into them. But because Ash needs to look left and right with who's ignoring him, he has the
Or
microphone.
talking over me.
He has the microphone. He's holding the microphone like he's working for MTV. He's interviewing
I'm
someone
commentating the horses.
on MTV.
Yeah.
They've changed.
That's Lady Gaga.
Oh.
Should look a bit like a horse. Isn't it?
Well, not as much as that bird out of Sex and the City, but I think we might be going off
Off
subject.
the- yeah.
Within
yeah.
like
We
3
3
seconds.
seconds. See,
Yeah.
look, they just ignore me, whatever I say, and they just start talking about other stuff.
Why do you even do this podcast?
I have
Ash?
no
Why?
idea.
Why?
I have
I
no
wouldn't.
idea. The only reason you invite me is so you can use my house.
That's pretty spot on, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Matrix.
Yes.
Good film. Very good film.
Done.
Go back and watch it.
Go back.
Yeah.
Now,
What's your favourite bit, Ash?
What's my favourite bit is the fact that they can actually learn anything in a blink of an eye.
Oh, that I know Kung
Literally.
Fu movement.
Yes.
Moment.
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
I must admit, there's a soundtrack to The Matrix I particularly enjoyed. I do
Yeah.
actually have the original soundtrack. It's got some wicked tunes on it.
On
It's,
cassette
It's
or
got some
CD?
Rage Against the
or-
Machine and
I had it
stuff
on
as well.
CD. Yeah, there's Wake Up by
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine plays on the end credits.
Wake up!
Which for quite a while, when I didn't actually read the sleeve of that to what it actually was, I thought they were actually shouting wanker. So when I was driving along, so when I was driving along with the windows open, I kept turning the volume down so that I wasn't just having out my car it's screaming wanker at everybody.
That's true though. That's how the in-betweeners go, isn't they? Bust up, wanker! So you're
It's
just
just bus wanker, isn't it?
bus
wanker.
wanker.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got it wrong.
Yes, you did.
Well, I better edit that bit out. don't look like I don't know my pop culture. Look
Ooh.
terrible, wouldn't I?
I must admit, the Matrix, for me, just trying to claw it back to the subject, it was one of those ones, I remember seeing it in the cinema. And
How old
going
was
in,
you?
I would have been about 18, 19.
Okay, so kind of good age to watch it.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
If it was summer 99, I would have been 18.
I was 14 actually.
Oh,
Will.
I'm Will, yeah.
So, they don't know who I was looking at. I was looking at both of you.
Yeah, it's just the fact that I'm talking, but you just turn to Ash and tell him how old you are. That just seems a bit weird, kind of...
Look,
but
this is
there
a
we go.
new podcast. I've only just met you.
Yeah, precisely. And we all look the same.
Yeah.
It's 18 years old in the cinema, watching The Matrix, watching Keanu Reeves.
Keanu
What made
Reeves.
you want to watch it? Was it the fact that Keanu Reeves was in it, or was it just because it looked like an...
I was just
Epic
told it was a
movie.
cool sci-fi film, and I would say that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
I do remember the Nokia flip phones.
Yeah,
which were
yeah,
just
the banana phones.
ridiculous. You look at the time, it was just like, oh my god, that's the coolest thing in the world. And you look back now and you go, hey, he's got a brick with a flippy bit.
And good snake in it.
I had one of those.
Snake.
Actually, I've got one of those phones upstairs.
Nice.
But they weren't spring-loaded. They actually spring-loaded them for the film. They then brought one out calling it the Matrix phone. Nokia did. But it was wider, it was squatter, and when you actually pressed the button, after you'd used it about 15 times, it wore out the little edges. So you actually, if you weren't paying attention and you were actually looking at it, you press the button and it would flip off and ping you in the chest or in the face. It was quite good.
It actually came off.
It actually come off. And you have to click it back on every time. Then you'd have to hold it so that you could press the button and stop the end
See,
from falling.
One of my mates used to have that phone, and we used to take it off him and just do it really quickly, and it'd break it, and he'd give it back to him because we thought it was funny.
One of
Not
my
realising
favourite
that
things-
it was actually his phone. And so when we all got the same phone, he was like, payback time. Like, you use my fucking phone. I just want to play Snake. I want to play Snake for a little bit. No, you ain't touching my fucking phone. And they would keep breaking it. And it'd be so annoying because you'd be like, how am I going to answer the call? Oh, fuck, you got to push it down. All right, hello, Mum. No, I didn't go over my minutes.
I quite enjoyed the bit where they were all running along through the building, and all of a sudden the agents brick up the wall. That was kind of cool.
Deja
And I pulled
vu
out the
with the
massive
cat.
Tommy gun.
Yeah, the two of them. He has the.
Oh, I had
two of
deja
them.
vu. So I've suddenly gone a bit
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, and I'm not really certain why. It might have nothing to do with the segment we recorded previously, but I don't know when that goes out in order, and that just confuses things entirely.
I've noticed that I think when Will does go into the Matrix, he gets confused by the Matrix. Will just goes into Michael Caine and talks a bit like this, but it's not proper Michael Caine. You're doing a really weird Michael Caine.
If I'm not careful, I'll go a bit Jewish.
Mel Brooks.
It's more of the London Jew.
Jew.
Oy vey.
Is there any London Jews in the Matrix, Ash? Did you notice?
Not that I noticed. No.
Maybe there should have been. Maybe
Maybe.
that's what the Matrix was missing.
Not enough Jews.
Not enough
Not
Jews.
enough
Yeah.
Jews. Yeah.
So what? Give him a Jew.
Ho, 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 ho.
Matrix. My favourite part of the Matrix is the beginning, with when you first see the bullet time.
That was very cool. That
Yeah.
was a totally new thing.
Yeah,
When the kicks.
Was that at the beginning?
it's right at the
It's
beginning where
fairly-
she's robbing something from somewhere, and she kicks the fat security. He has to be a fat police officer or security. It has to be a fat man.
Oh yeah.
She jumps in the air, and suddenly the camera just goes.
No, she was using the telephone
Yeah,
in the first scene.
but the flip phone.
No,
No,
just a
public call
standard one of those little dialy whirly ones in an
That's
office
it,
block,
yeah, to
which
get
is
home.
where it ends as well. Where
Yeah.
it's quite close. Where it's actually right at the end. And yeah, that's where they set up all those cameras on a. They had about 20 odd cameras on
Yeah.
a little loop going down, so that when she actually did the thing on harnesses and the kick, they actually took frames off each of the cameras, so that then they could look like they were moving the camera. And it was a whole massive rig that they set up to do it slow mo.
They lied to us, really.
I kind of wondered how they'd done that.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a moving camera. It was still shot camera.
It was loads and loads of cameras, and they spliced it
Wow,
all together.
fancy using like optical illusions and effects and things in the film industry. I thought it was all entirely genuine.
Yeah, they fly through the air.
And do you know how hard I had to work there not to say that as Michael Caine?
I
didn't
heard there was
notice.
a bit coming
You're gonna
through.
struggle. Would
I
you?
was verging on it. I don't know why. But tonight, Matthew, I'm Michael Caine.
Here we go. If we wanted people to go back and watch The Matrix, yeah.
Sell it.
Only the first one.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, or we just ignore the other. So you want to sell it. Sell The Matrix to
Yeah.
people who have thought... Because, 99, what? That's what, 15 years ago, 16 years ago?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people out there that probably never seen The Matrix.
We're not talking about the matrices here.
We're just talking about The Matrix.
Yeah,
The
just
Matrix.
The one where Keanu Reeves knows Kung Fu
Yes.
and flies at the end. Don't forget that bit.
Yep, he does, and then completely forgets how to do it in all the later films. And he can stop bullets, and he can go into things and look at the Matrix. Yeah, it's great.
So try and sell the movie in 6 words, Ash.
Now, we can sit here in silence and
We
listen to
can.
the cogs whir.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But it's got to be. You got to have the sci-fi bit in there. You got to have
Tell you what you think about
thinking film.
this. I've got
This
6
is
for you.
serious.
I know Kung Fu, motherfucker.
Motherfuckers too is one word.
Okay, I know Kung Fu, motherfucker. Hello.
Motherfucker, Matrix.
Hey, if you're on Twitter, why don't you follow me at Barker Podcast or Not Listening Pod? You can't follow these two motherfuckers because they don't tweet. Do ya, Will? There you go. That's them not tweeting. At Barker Podcast or at Not Listening Pod. Fuckers, you're supposed to say something in that bit.
Oh, sorry.
Nobody's listening.